Hi everyone, Liberty Doll here. I wanted to make a quick video today to tell you guys about something pretty big and really kind of scary that's happening this week. So if you think back to January 3rd of earlier this year, you might remember that Obama passed two executive orders relating to gun control, and that one of those executive orders also involved HIPAA, which is the law that keeps all of your private health information private. Now, many of us have heard of the New York SAFE Act and how doctors and therapists and all these medical and mental health staff are now asking people about their gun ownership. Well, New York is now not the only state. I am actually a mental health therapist in the state of Massachusetts, and in Massachusetts we have something called MSDP, or the Massachusetts Standardized Documentation Project. It's basically a fancy way of making sure that everyone is using the same paperwork and everyone's records look really pretty for the insurance companies. Now, part of this record includes something called the risk assessment. The risk assessment is a checklist of different items to decide whether or not you are considered a risk to yourself or to others in the community. Now, this paperwork has been updated, and the rollout is scheduled for later this week. And there's two new items on it that are pretty alarming. One of them is right here. Okay, so this new item is access to, keeping, carrying, or using weapons. That means guns. There's also a new item in this section, and that says positive views of criminal behavior. Now, remember that your definition of criminal behavior and the government's definition of criminal behavior is really different. So in the government's eyes, if you're smoking weed or if you're a political activist, you might be seen as a criminal. So these new questions on our risk assessment is a pretty big deal, because we're going to have to ask everybody about their views on things like taxes, activism, drugs, prostitution, and whether or not they own guns. Now, some of you might be saying, well, that's not a big deal. Crazy people shouldn't have guns anyways. But you know what? This information that we're asking isn't just for crazy people. It's for anyone who comes through a doctor's office or a mental health clinic. So that means if you decide that you want to go talk to someone about the fact that your mom died, or maybe your marriage isn't going so well right now and you want couples counseling, you're going to be asked these questions. And if therapists are doing it, doctors are going to start doing it too. So now your privacy is being violated, and you're going to be put into a database if you are honest with your medical and mental health providers. Now, my agency is super duper liberal, but my boss tends to lean on the side of civil liberties more than some of the liberals up here. So I'm not sure yet where exactly this information is going to be going, and if anyone is going to have access to it other than us providers and the insurance companies. I'm going to be making a blog after the rollout when I have more information. I'm going to try to find as much as I can. There's actually nothing about this on the internet right now. It's only the mental health providers that have access to this information at this time. So once I know a little bit more, I will update you guys and let you know what's going on. Thanks for watching.